What's up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor, in case you didn't know, that's icydk.blog. Good afternoon to everybody. We're going to be talking about Saucy Santana, Normani, Chloe Bailey, Beyonce, and Ben and Jen. Bennifer. Let's get this started. So, let's take it to Houston. Saucy Santana was in Houston, performed, went out there. They allowed him to go out there and perform. Let me give you a clip. Now, do you hear those people screaming in the front? I don't ever want to hear the Beehive talk about they ride for Beyonce and they're the best fandom. Listen, do you see the tweets that got reproduced, brought up, and do you see how this freak was answering everyone saying he's not going to apologize, refused to apologize, and y'all let him come into Houston, Texas, the home of the Queen of Houston, and then have the DJ break into a Beyonce song after the disrespect that this idiot showed Beyonce. I swear, I hope Beyonce, now this is Beyonce's cousin, Angela. This person said Angie unfollowed Santana and then posted this, so I'm sure Beyonce has now knows about what's been found. She posted this thing about, woman, you are beautiful, just a black woman, a brown woman, I believe you're beautiful just the way you are. Okay, all that is fine and dandy. My point is this. I hope Beyonce sees how the city of Houston allowed this freak to come over there after he disrespected Beyonce. And so this person is the first person that never had to apologize and still didn't get canceled. Nobody wants to cancel anybody from the alphabet community. They can say whatever they want about anybody. But as soon as somebody calls them the F word, they getting canceled. Look at this POS. This is what y'all like? This is what y'all like? This is what y'all led into the hip-hop community? After they talked about women, there's a perfect tweet, talked about women, talked about babies. Saucy Santana made rape jokes, suggested that children want to F him, made anti-black colorist, texturist, and featurist comments about black women and girls, including 2-year-olds at the time, Blue Ivy. Black women, we need to collectively come together and get him the F shut down. Now, let me tell you something. Let this have been the baby. Look at the baby. Baby made one comment, which he apologized for numerous times, about the alphabet community, and he's pretty much done. Nobody listens to his music anymore. His album didn't sell. But you let this person say whatever they want, basically telling you you're not apologizing. And he came in the game talking about one of the most famous and beloved black women in the history of music. And he doesn't have to apologize, and he's able to go to her city and perform without any backlash, and you got the DJ in on it, playing the Beyonce record. They had to know what they were doing. I swear, Beyonce, I would fire everybody in that venue and have that venue shut down. I would buy that venue and then shut it down. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And I don't want to hear nobody, why is he a freak? Because he's gay? Because he dresses. Somebody said, why you call him a freak? Because he dresses. Why you call him a gimmick? Because he dresses like a woman. And then, yes, that pretty much describes a gimmick. Yes. Because once this freak is 80 years old, he's still not going to be dressed like a woman. He's still not going to be walking around looking like a refrigerator with eyelashes on. So yes, he's a gimmick. And you people let him come up in Beyonce's house and Beyonce's home. And you, I love him. You love him. What the hell is there to love about this freak? And on top of that, he's trash. His music is trash. Everybody else has to apologize, and so this freak has to apologize. We can't say nothing to that community, but they can say whatever they want to the hip-hop community, or to women, or to blacks. They can say whatever they want. And everybody's always scared to cancel him because they're scared that someone's going to say, you're homophobic. Moving on to Bennifer. Now, there is a rumor going around that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have tied the knot in a private ceremony. Everybody want to do a private ceremony now in Georgia. Now, this has not been confirmed, but it was on Dumois. And a lot of people that follow Dumois knows that they're accurate a lot of times, and people seem to believe it. Now, to me, this would come as a surprise because Jennifer Lopez is very, very high key. There's nothing low key about J-Lo except her last name. So she's J-Lo, but she's definitely never low. So let me know what you think about that. If you have any other information on that, I'm going to definitely go researching. I don't know anything else other than right now they're saying it was a private ceremony. But I'd be very surprised because Jennifer Lopez loved to be all up in the videos, dancing. Now, finally, I'm going to finish this up with Normani and Chloe Bailey. Now, remember a long time ago, I said that there was something between these two. People wanted to act like as though I was making this up. But what y'all should know about me, definitely, especially by now, is I don't make anything up. Okay? It's brought to me by people on the inside. It's not me looking at it and making stuff up like a lot of these other YouTubers. It's brought to me. So, a while ago, I hit up a person that I know that used to work for RCA. I know they don't work for them anymore. All right? They just recently started working from RCA. Hit them up a minute ago. And then an insider hit me with some information. All right? They said, hey, Hev, hope you're good. I'm not going to show the message. I can't explain it that well, but over the years, I've been watching things unfold with Normani, and while I think she has multiple people who don't want to see her win behind the scenes, I do have my suspicions that main one is Queen Bee herself. Now, Queen Bee, they're talking about Beyonce. If you remember, when that motivation video was out, remember I told y'all before, and everybody in the whole industry was saying, this is the new Beyonce, right? And then right around then, around 2018, 2019, it was rumored that Roc Nation went and swooped up Normani to put him on Roc Nation, right? And that was along the lines where Chloe and Holly was still developing. They were still young, right? So let me continue on with this message. I do have my suspicions that one man was Queen Bee herself. I think some people think it's a stretch, but it's clear to me. Now, Normani put a target on herself during the motivation era, which I just said. She went viral. People in the industry were saying she was up next. If you go back to that motivation video, you'll remember that era was when she got compared to Beyonce the most. Normani said when she first met Beyonce before Motivation and Fresh Out Fifth Harmony, Beyonce said, Normani, everyone has been saying I need to meet you, that you're such a talent. So we know Normani was on Beyonce's radar. Like that before her solo debut. Then when Normani debuted, she instantly compared to Beyonce. There's an article link below. I'll give it to you. An example of the media coverage Normani was getting around this time. And they did send me all the receipts. All right? Beyonce was not really prepared for any sabotage. She may have had still been feeling Normani out, seeing what she can do to the Motivation era, but for Wild Side era, she was ready. So it was like she wasn't prepared for now. This is an insider saying this, okay? She wasn't prepared for the Motivation era, but when she came back with Wild Side, she was ready. All right? Fast forward to after Normani's 2-year break after Motivation. That's when her mother was ill. She went to live some life. She comes back with Wild Side. Apart from upsetting people because Cardi B was featured on the song did well, especially on radio. It broke all kinds of longevity records for Billboard charts and radio. A lot of people don't know that. It performed better than Have Mercy by Chloe Bailey. Was following the charts in real time very closely. As soon as Normani organically in slow rise got a #1 on urban and rhythmic radio, here comes Chloe Bailey out of nowhere. Gets the same. All right? And this will later have become a pattern. Okay, now, she said the reason I bring the performance up is because this award season, Normani has been snubbed by almost every award show, starting with the VMAs, ending with the BET thus far. But you know who wasn't snubbed? Miss Chloe Bailey, Beyonce's artist, who vocally, of course, Chloe is very good, but musically hasn't gotten a patch on Normani's music. No one can argue being Beyonce's artist in itself is why she's getting nominated. But then you should ask, why was this not the case with the duo Chloe and Halle? You know, with Chloe Bailey's sister. I do not believe for one second that Beyonce has chosen Chloe Bailey as her successor. I believe that is reserved for Blue Ivy when she is of age. I disagree with that, but I don't think Blue Ivy is going to be in the industry at all, to be honest with you. I think that Beyonce uses Chloe Bailey as a pawn to make sure Normani never reaches a more mainstream status, because she sees what the girl could be. Even before her solo debut, there was people would bring up Normani to Beyonce, so she knew about it. Now, the things that I'm going to show you is Normani, you know, every time after Chloe Bailey. I mean, Chloe Bailey, whenever Normani drops something, Chloe Bailey drops something. You know, those are stuff that I've been saying. But again, when I brought this up a year ago, people said no. I'm just trying to pit people against each other. The moment that she was mentioned to be Beyonce's successor, right? Beyonce felt as though, okay, they're trying to deactivate me and push me out. Well, if I'm going to be deactivated, I want to pick my successor, right? Blue Ivy does not have the talent that Chloe Bailey has. I don't believe for 1 minute she thinks Blue Ivy is going to be a successor, because I don't think Blue Ivy is going to sing. To be honest with you, I don't think Blue Ivy is going to sing. The same way how Bobby Christina wasn't Whitney's successor, I don't feel as though Blue Ivy is going to be Beyonce's successor. So that rumor about she's holding it for Blue Ivy, that's not true, in my opinion. Now, that was from an insider, from one insider. Now, the other insider that I spoke to got back to me. All right? It's funny that they got back to me around the same time, one like a day before the other. And I asked him, I said, listen, I spoke to somebody who has an inside scoop on everything. So what was your take on Normani, before you left RCA? And they said the same thing I said. They believe that she pushed Chloe Bailey to go solo because she really broke the group up before, they can really get any traction. She broke the group up a little early. So for everybody saying, Beyonce ain't worried about Normani, when she got everybody from the industry saying, oh man, this is the next B, and she, is wondering, are they trying to push me out? Why is my record sales dropping? Why is my promotion dropping? Why is my marketing dropping? And then they see Normani, who just come out of a pop group, and everybody had high expectations for her. And another important thing is, Normani, ironically, last time I checked, is still on the Rock Nation website, even though Brandon, I think his name is Brandon Silverstein or whatever, is supposed to be her manager. But I think Brandon Silverstein's company got bought out by Rock Nation. So technically, he works for Rock Nation. That means if he's Normani's manager, Normani technically is under Rock Nation. She's still on the website. You can go check it out if you don't believe me. At least she was as of yesterday. I haven't checked it today, but as of yesterday, she was there. So we're going to see what happens. Chloe Bailey going to keep on, cop blocking Normani. Especially if she is under Rock Nation. That gives you an answer right there. But I tried to tell y'all, it ain't all fun and games in this industry, man. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.